ADA has got Hydra heads. What does that mean? Okay, so for any of you that have been watching the ADA scene for a while, I'm the crypto rookie. I've been on this platform since January last year, where I bought my first slice of cryptocurrency. In fact, my first cryptocurrency was ADA. I had no idea what it was, and I sold it pretty much when it went from 13 cents to 16 cents, and I thought I was great. I was silly. Anyway, so what is this Hydra thing, and why has it got heads? Right, ADA's currently dealing with scaling. In other words, not the skin that you find on a lizard. Scaling as in, how many transactions can you push through the ADA protocol at the same time and transact without it crashing the system? Right? If you're going to make it an active currency and make it that you can run educations, do smart contracts and get people to pay, you're going to need to be able to crunch as many transactions as possible. How many transactions do you think Visa crunch through on a regular basis, for example? So, instead of going into a supermarket and paying with your ADA card and then having to wait 5 minutes to see if the transaction went through, they are implementing a thing called Hydra, which will scale up how many transactions you can do from I don't know how many to many, many more thousands, and then over time millions and hopefully billions. And they've just implemented the first set of heads for Hydra. This should implement a jump forward. This adds more flexibility and more functionality to the ADA protocol. And as we go forward, this is all part of the whole Hydra, Gogan, and other roadmap that they continue to roll out. Now, yes, this is once again being implemented during the spring and the summer. Why? Because that's how the brain works up there. It makes sense as Charles Hoskinson, as a businessman, to roll out things when the crypto market is getting warmer and warmer and more engaged and getting more eyes on it. We had a little slump over the last 3 to 4 months. It seems to be warming up a little bit over the case of the war, and just generally people are getting more used to it. So they're going to be launching more and more updates to the ADA system over the next 2, 3, 4 months. And no doubt if we do start to go up to test all-time highs on things like Bitcoin and stuff like that, there'll be faster releases and more code and stuff like that to propel the price of ADA. Now, at the moment, we're down at around about 80-ish cents, 85, 90 cents for ADA. And yes, we were at $2.50, maybe even higher. And people are wondering, like, well, you know, should I have sold out, blah, blah, blah. I honestly believe that ADA is the Ethereum of the next, like, crypto bull run. So at the moment, it may be at 80 cents, but I honestly could see it jumping up to a 5, an 8, a 10 in the long run, maybe even more, depending on market cap and stuff like that, right? And you'll see the scale and the size and the jump. So if you've already jumped in at 80, 90 cents or even $2, $3, then I do believe there is room there. Now, it's whether or not you're in for the profit increase or whether or not you're in for the process in the long run. Are you investing in Visa, the credit card, or Visa, the company? Do you understand that in the long run, the business will grow bigger and transaction more? Would you have invested in Visa 30 years ago or 40 years ago when they were smaller and ride it all the way to the top now where they're the most dominant payment process system? Or are you jumping in and moving the profit around? Both are a perfectly understandable thing to do. Like, once again, do I want to jump in at 60 cents, ride it up to $8, like take the money out and roll it into something like Bitcoin and Ethereum? Maybe. Or you're more in for the long run. So, these Hydra heads add more functionality, add more speed, right? And overall make things a little bit more engaging. And that's very good for the future of ADA. It may not reflect on the price right now, but you've got to think that in a year, 2 years, 3 years time, when people are talking about fundamentals, they can point to everything that ADA can do, and that will make it more valuable then, with intrinsic value in the long run, rather than you just thinking, well, they've done this update, why didn't it go up today? That's not how it works when the markets are so up and down. Now, I suggest you continue over to this video, which will teach you more from the crypto rookie about ADA, about Ethereum, about Bitcoin, whatever it happens to be. And if you are new around here and want to learn with a rookie that sharing the journey with you, then hit subscribe and I'll see you soon. Boop.